Check. thought there was a delay as well. Sandy, have you guys all warmed up? Oh, you're going to still warm up. Okay, great. Thanks. Sorry, I'm not rushing you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the quarterfinal round of the Chicago Charities ladies match. On my right, from Union, New Jersey, Florentine Harnish, and her partner from Westport, Connecticut, Anna Marie Sabori. On my left, from Glencoe, Illinois, Spencer Caravaggio, and her partner from Chicago, Illinois, Sandy Svetovich. This will be the best 2 out of 3 tiebreak sets. Caravaggio and Svetovich won the toss and were elected to receive. 1 minute, ladies. Anna-Marie, will you or Florentine be serving first? They're both new. If you got the extra one, I'll take it and hold it. Yes. Anna-Maria. Sorry. No worries. Miss Sabori to serve. Players ready. Play. Love 15. Love 30. Love 40. Right over there, Spencer. Game, Caravaggio, Svechik. They win the first game of the first set. Miss Caravaggio to serve. Fifteen, love. Fifteen all. 30-15. All. Thirty, 40. Deuce. Advantage, Miss Caravaggio. Deuce. Advantage, Miss Sabori. Game. Harnish, Sabori. Games are 1-all. First set. Miss Harnish to serve. 15 love. Love. Thirty, 15. Forty, 15. Game. Harnish, Sabori. They lead 2 games to 1. First set. Miss Bekovich to serve. Fifteen love. Fifteen all. Thirty, 15. 40, 15. Forty, 30. Deuce. Advantage, Mr. Sabori. You're good. Deuce. Advantage, Mr. Sabori. Deuce. Advantage, Mr. Sabori. Game on it, Sabori. They lead 3-1, first set. That was from me. I'm sorry, ladies. Let your serve, Anna Maria. Sorry about that. $15 love. $15 all. 15-30. Thirty all. Thirty, 40. Deuce. Advantage, Miss Sabori. Game on it, Sabori. They lead 4 games to 1. First set. Fifteen love. Thirty love. Love. Yep. 40-15. Game, Caravaggio, Svetchik. Games are 4-2. First set. 15 love. 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 Game, on it, Sabori. They lead 5-2, first set. Love 15. Fifteen all. Fifteen 30. Fifteen 30. 15-30, yeah. Fifteen 40. Thirty 40. Game, on it, Sabori. They win the first set, 6-2. Ladies, we have a 2-minute break for the TV right now. No, but thanks. Sorry about that, ladies.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Still got 30 seconds, please. You may play. Second set. Love 15. $15 all. $15.30. $15.40. $30.40. Deuce. Advantage, Miss Sabori. Game, Harnish Sabori. They win the first game of the second set. Harnish Sabori won the first set 6-2.
Check.
$15 love. 30, love. That's long. 30, 15. All. 30, 40. Game, Harnish, Sabori. They lead 2 games to love. Second set. $15 love. $30 love. $40 love.
1, 2.
Not up. Game, Harnish, Sabori. They lead 3 games to love. Second set. Harnish, Sabori won the first set, 6 games to 2. $15 love. $30 love. $38-15. $40-15. 40-30. Yep.
All right, I believe we are on. Welcome, Mark Fischel.
Thank you, Jerry Beyond.
How are you? We've had some technical issues getting us connected, but I believe we're up and going, and we're watching the women's quarterfinals between Spencer Caravaggio and Sandy Skavetovic, and Flor Harnish and Anna Maria Zabori. Anna Maria Zabori are the #1 seeds, and they took the first set 6-2. And I believe it's 3-love in the second set.
In the second
Rob
set.
LeBune is our umpire up in the chair.
He's been sitting in that chair all day, Jerry. They wouldn't let him come down. The last couple points have been some fun paddle.
Yeah, well, I've been watching. There's been some highlight reel shots here, but let's pick up.
I think it shouldn't be called highlight reel shots. I think it should be Zabori reel shots.
So that's Anna Maria Zabori down the far end receiving serve. And Sandy Skavetovic is serving. And that's what they've got to be careful of. That's what I've been watching.
They lead 4-0 second set.
Caravaggio and Skavetovic, when they get pulled out of the service box, they're just reaching up for their overheads and hitting the ball short in the court right into the wheelhouse of Sabori.
That is a dangerous wheelhouse to be hitting the ball into.
All right, Spencer Caravaggio in the ad side here with the cap on and the sunglasses. Blue jacket. She plays out of Chicago. Actually, this is a Chicago team. I think you mentioned before, Mark, they are the defending champions of the Chicago Charities.
And 2 weeks ago at the Witch in Greenwich, Caravaggio played with Allison Morgan and lost by a similar score to Harnish Sabori. And Harnish Sabori have to be prohibitive favorites for this tournament. I mentioned earlier we're missing the other 3 teams from the national semifinals last year. Annika Cooper's hurt. Mirta Molenveld has just switched jobs. Liz Cruz is pregnant, and Delmonico Gebbia chose not to come. So it's going to be a tough challenge for any of these teams to beat them.
15 all.
Yes, sir. A good combination of overheads there from Harnish and Sabori. Just kept picking their spots. Sabori's really been working on her shoulder turn to generate more spin on the overhead, and she just missed that last one. Caravaggio did a good job of hanging in there, but you've really got to get those lobs up deeper in the court. Now, Mark, I've noticed Caravaggio and Skavetovic have switched sides from last year. Skavetovic was on the ad side last year.
This is the way they played in their round of 16 match as well.
So I know Skavetovic has got a good returner serve out of that ad side, so I have not seen her play out of this side.
That ball looked wide, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was wide too.
40-30.
Such a hard ball to call. It comes at you so fast. There's no one to call it but the person in the ad court. Point for 5-love.
Yep, you can see the sun is bright. They're looking straight into the sun, the receiving team. It's a tough afternoon sun there at Glenview.
Harnish Sabori look very loose right now, Jerry.
That's what I'm talking about. That big shoulder rotation. And there's just so much break on the ball that Spencer Caravaggio, she's got to step into the ball. She's got to have her body weight behind that to take the spin. And she kind of just let the ball play her, and the ball bounced off of her paddle.
You really need to keep it tight with Harnish Sabori because they're such great front runners, and when they get on top of you like this, that's when they start having fun and rolling free and easy, and they're just unbeatable at that point.
Caravaggio is a real student of the game. You know, when she moved to Chicago and was working on her game during the summer, so I'm sure she learned a lot playing these guys at the wedge. Oh, nice cut spin there by Svetovic.
Great jet from Sabori.
$15-love.
Jerry, have we gotten a score on the Elliott Rudesno Shea Sutter match?
No, I have not. I
know Carl Levitt is back in Darien, eager to get a score. Great pickup there from Sabori. You can see her fighting the sun.
Yes, that's Sabori in the pink hat on the ad side.
Great cover from Flor Harnish. Shea Sutter up 5-4 first set.
You see that backhand?
15-all.
Beautiful. She set her paddle early and really thread the needle.
Great ball.
The middle was wide open.
$30-15.
You can see the rust kind of coming off of Flor Harnish's game. Second tournament since having the baby, and she just gets better and better each point.
Now that's that short overhead again. They're outside of the service box. They've got to be careful. Gives Sabori too many opportunities to create offense.
Like that.
Yep. You see that?
To me, the big difference is Harnish Sabori are hitting those soft, deep overheads, giving themselves time to recover. And Caravaggio, Svetkovic are just hitting that hard overhead, almost stealing time from themselves.
Right. Not only that, Mark, it's also the placement of their overheads. You see Harnish Sabori's overheads are in the last 2 feet of the court, especially when they're out of the service box.
30-all.
That's what I was saying with Caravaggio and Svetovic. You know, when they're back deeper in the court, I'd like to see them let that ball drop lower and make sure their overhead gets deeper so that they can't get attacked when they're off the net.
40-30.
Wait for 5-1.
Deuce.
Nice return of serve.
Yeah, she's coming in so wide there, Jerry. She's almost forced to hit that forehand volley, and on a hard return from Sabori's, that's just a tough task to do. Really not repeatable. Oh, got away with that overhead.
Miss Caravaggio.
That's living life dangerously.
A little too much speed on that, but she got the error. You roll the dice, for sure.
Game. Caravaggio.
Nice rip
Svetkovic.
by Sandy Svetovic.
Harnish, Sabori lead 5
Got
games
a
to
big
1.
forehand off the
Second
deck.
set.
Looks like a nice crowd there at Glenview.
It always is. Such a great viewing hut. Such a beautiful facility.
Yeah, kudos to John Noble, who is the tournament director.
Oh, the ball could have gone on net by 3 feet. It
15.
would have been a winner. Great job by Harnish Sabori there, kind of creating movement.
Love 30.
You see that placement of that overhead where Zabori was, back a
15,
little
30.
bit in the court, and she found that last foot of the court, the singles line, and just shuts down the opportunity to be attacked. I think that's one of that's one of those transitions that come as you mature as a player.
It's really been fun to
Anna
watch
Maria,
Sabori
did you
mature as a player because
Okay.
she's so talented, and you could just see she was so raw
No, I'm
originally.
sorry. 30 all. She
Kinda
didn't-
squeezed
she
the
said it
errors
didn't hit
out of
her.
her game.
I didn't see it, so. Okay, 30
Yeah,
all.
she was playing a lot of mini tennis as what happens when you first get into the game. But once she started to see the court differently,
40, 30.
Look out.
yeah, she cut down on the unforced errors and became more consistent, and then waited, for the right time. She loves the razzle dazzle. She wants to hit the razzle dazzle most of the time, but now she's learned to be more patient.
She's got such a myriad of skills. Just so much fun watching her play.
And she's equally supported by her partner.
Forehand is just such a solid player. Just all parts of the game. So it makes them such a good team.
And I think this is a great match for Caravaggio and Kvetovic to play. They're going
That's
to
right.
learn a lot, see a lot. I mean, they've got great racket
Deuce.
skills too.
Well, anytime you get to play the best, you get to find out what you need to do, and you
Yeah.
learn lots of lessons about your own game.
Yeah, and this year is going to, fun. Looking forward to them being able to travel a little bit, and these teams seeing each other. Last year they stayed on the Midwest, and we had 2 separate tours, pretty much keeping
Advantage,
everybody
Miss Harnish.
safe.
The Chicago Charities last year was an Illinois-only tournament.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to these teams seeing each other more often, playing several times during the year. Nice get
Deuce.
by Svetovic.
Match point saved. Of course.
Nice combination of shots for the highlight reel there. You see Harnish is staying back on the baseline, just letting Zabori hit all those overheads.
Advantage, Miss Harnish.
I mean, really, what would a match be like without Sabori hitting a tweener?
Deuce.
Misses the drop shot. Had that one lined up perfectly.
Advantage,
Yeah,
Miss Harnish.
Caravaggio got caught in no woman's land there. Needed to recover quickly. She was in trouble. Match point number 4.
Game, set, and match.
Another one for the
Harnish,
highlight reel,
Sabori,
Jerry.
6-2, 6-1. Nice playing,
You
ladies.
see, she's Zabor. I mean, as you said, highlight reels, but she's somebody that you can learn from her. You can watch the progression that she's made on her overheads with that really big shoulder turn. Her paddle preparation is the same. So for her overhead, so you really, as her opponent, you really can't tell now what shot's going to come. So that drop overhead's coming from the same preparation as when she was hitting it into the screen. We're going to replay here.
Yeah, and that's something she really figured out the week before Nationals last year. And it was a tremendously effective weapon at Nationals.
Yeah, it's being able to move it around and pick different spots. Here it is.
There's that point she started
right.
off with the tweener.
So they are through to the semifinals, and I believe we're going to try to switch over to the other court, Mark, and pick up another nice shot of the crowd there that's gathering. We're at the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois.
Here we go.
All
Jolene
right,
Sutter's
we've
serving,
got-
Amy Shea at the net. And that's Macy Elliott in the orange shirt. And
2
her
and 1.
partner Marcella Rudesno in the black vest. And last score I heard was 5-4
Yeah, you
Elliott
won the first
Rudesno. I don't know if
6
we've gotten
points.
anything since then.
I think it's 7. I think it was 7-5.
I'm just trying to get.
First set 7-5 to Elliott Rudesno.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm getting confirmation in my other headset. And we'll get the scoreboard updated. All right, so that is Sutter and Shea down the far end. Sutter is the lefty. And I was wondering, yep, now they've made the switch because I was like, she's playing a long time with backhands in the middle.
And Jolene Sutter's been getting better and better each tournament. Great ball there from Macy Elliott. And the winner of this match will play Hannah
40.
Sabori in the semifinals tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Central Standard Time as we change the clocks tonight.
Is it tonight? I thought it was Saturday night.
Saturday night, my apologies.
Please.
So that's
Yeah.
Central Daylight Time, Saturday morning.
Game.
Feels like a Saturday, Jerry. I've been sitting around watching paddle all day.
Elliott Rudesno lead the first set 1-0.
Okay, so One Love second set, Elliott Rudesno. And these 4 women are all from Fairfield County. Probably practice together on a regular basis. Amy Shea's at the Woodway Club. Macy Elliott at the Country Club at Darien, working for the legendary Carl Levenott. About 10-15 minutes apart.
Of course, they are the 2020 national champions. This is our first tournament this year, seeing these guys back together.
Love 15.
And Macy Elliott's such a dynamic player. So many weapons, so exciting to watch.
all.
Marcella Rudesno's serving is just smooth.
It's such a
30-15.
hard shot to pull off when you're coming forward at such high speed.
Well, and the ball was below the level of the net, so it's a tough ball.
Gotta have discipline to let that ball go.
40-15.
With 3 consecutive errors from Amy Shea, very unusual.
Yeah, it looks like she's pressing a little bit right now.
It was interesting because in their round of 16 match, we saw a lot of balls directed in her towards her corner, which last year was very unusual.
Well, Sutter is looking directly
Elliott
into
Rudesno
the
lead the
sun.
second
As a
set,
lefty,
2
you know,
games to
that
0.
sun's now swinging around to
Elliott
the
Rudesno won the
west.
first set.
And having played on that court multiple times, it is brutal at this time of day to look in, and especially with the lefty, I mean, it's going right into her forehand on the return of serve. Oh, smart little dip there by Elliott. So Amy Shea's got that cut overhead. She really lets the ball drop and cuts. He's going after it, actually. I don't remember her hitting as many hard overheads as she is right now. I would not give Marcela Rudesno too much pace to work with.
Doesn't like the pace, doesn't she?
Oof. Yeah, look, here she comes. That's
great forehand.
That's all caused from the speed of play. That Shea and Sutter are just feeding
Love
into
15.
how Rudesno likes to generate her offense.
And from down 5-4 in the first set, Elliott Rudesno won the last 5 games. Important for Shea and Sutter to stop that train right now. You see Amy Shea aiming for a lot of nicks there.
Yeah, she does.
15 all.
There's a bit of conversation here on the strategy. They're going to play Australian. Yep. Australian and stay.
$15-30.
Doesn't really matter where your partner stands if you fault, though. You may see Elliott holds the paddle with her right hand, but she really plays a lot like a lefty because her big weapon is her backhand, her two-handed shot in the middle.
Right.
You see a lot of teams just looking to avoid that shot. They don't mind letting her hit forehands. That backhand is lethal.
See, Elliott is looking to set up her drives, lobbing that ball cross court. Nice deep lobs. See how far Shea was out of the service box to hit that overhead.
Patient point from Elliott Rudesno.
Yep. Elliott's got the line.
30 all.
The line is there to be had. She could send out a few scout shots down there and get Shea to actually reach to her left and open up the middle a little bit. You want to test the positioning of your opponents, test their teamwork, see when you pull them out wide, what kind of ball they give you and how they
40-30.
recover.
There Shea was staying back. Elliott misses the return.
that's just a fabulous lob by Rudesno, pulling Shea back behind Sutter.
And Rudesno is one of the best lobbers in the game.
But again, I just think Elliott should just hit some balls down the line. Get Shea to have to hit a backhand volley. I mean, she'll swing it cross court, but she'll have to move to her left.
Shea is just pounding away, looking for that nick. Finds it there.
Elliott may also, be purposely lobbing cross court,
lead the second set 2-1,
knowing that Sutter is looking directly into the sun.
Macy Elliott to serve.
Another great shot back there at the Glenview Club. Have such a huge number of teams that play out of Glenview. The leagues in the Chicago area are just so well run.
Love.
Yeah. A little bit of a mental blurt there from Sutter.
Love.
So Mark, let's take a look at Elliott's serve here. She had the low and go for a long time, that low push. There we go, it's back.
A little bit of a higher low push.
Yeah, but it's very effective because it keeps the ball from bouncing up high. She gets it deep in the box and she gets in quickly behind it. But
yeah, that's a different serve right there.
That's what I saw before on the deuce side. So it looks like she's playing around with her serve, which kudos to her.
She will not be happy with that lob, missed wide.
Yeah, she's changed her grip. It's coming more over and around the top of the ball as opposed to before she was pushing under the back bottom of the ball.
Oh, she misses that one wide.
Deuce game.
Great first overhead, set it up, and then just missed the next one. They try to generate a little more spin on the serve with her racket at speed. Imagine she and Carl Levin are working on that regularly. Yeah, that's a ball you've got to put back in play.
Yeah, she caught her off guard.
Game, Elliott-Rudesno. Elliott-Rudesno lead the second set 3-1.
Don't normally see Amy Shea miss return of serves like that.
Jolene Sutter
once
to
every
serve.
3 or 4 tournaments. That forehand is such a reliable shot. Amy Shea's got to be in your top 2 or 3, Jerry, of women who've never won a national never won nationals.
Oh, for sure. I mean, for sure.
What a brilliant player.
Yeah, they've won just every other well, she with Cynthia Dardas won just about every other tournament, every other national ranking tournament, the Grand Prix. But for whatever reason, they had their chances at nationals. They've been in the finals a couple of times, and they were right there.
Most recently at Darien, 2016.
I mean,
close to Nicolescu and Dreko,
yeah.
5-6 or something. Yeah, they've been top 5 in the country. They were top 5 in the country forever. I mean,
nice
literally
move by
15 to 20
Rudesno.
years.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that's a team that talk about never go away, never gave up on a point. Always trying to figure out a different tactic. And never gave you anything. It's a nice setup by Sutter. Big
30,
drive by
15.
Shea.
It's nice to see Elliott Rudesno looking more like Elliott Rudesno. We saw so little of them last year. I don't think they played a tournament for 4 or 5 months before Nationals.
30 all.
Oh,
Missy Elliott swinging at that forehand with
30,
confidence.
40.
They can't afford to play
Huge.
straight up to Elliott. They got to do some eye formation or stay back.
huge return of serve.
She's just eating up that Sutter serve. Little conversation here. And this is Amy Shea's so good. She's such a smart tactician on the court. Always willing to shift things around, play a different way. If it's not working, fix it. Don't just keep getting beat with the same strategy. So here they are in the I formation or Australian against Rudesno.
No, that's a good point, Mark. Amy Shea is not one of these players that is the coulda, shoulda, woulda in the car on the way home.
Game,
She's
Elliott
trying to
Rudesno.
figure it out as it's happening.
Elliott Rudesno leads the
Introducing
second
the
set, 4
Viking
games
axe.
to 1.
Bold, unique, innovative, groundbreaking. A perfect blend of both worlds. All axe models combine the superb maneuverability of the Ozones with the oversized head and stability of the Reignites. At 88.9 square inches is the true oversized frame, but specifically designed with a longer handle to accommodate the two-handed backhand, one of the most important shots in the modern game. Featuring Viking's proprietary carbon throat stability system for enhanced stability and shock reduction at the contact. Axe has a massive sweet spot that's very forgiving for balls hit outside of it. Viking, rule the court.
Viking is the APTA national sponsor.
Okay, this
Love
is almost a
15.
must game for Shea Sutter to stay in this match. Amy Shea just does not look sharp, Jerry. She's missed a
15
bunch
all.
of shots she normally makes.
Yeah, she's not
Early.
setting up on her return to serve the way she normally does.
15-30.
Darren Miller is our ump.
Yeah, we want to thank all the umpires.
30 all.
Really do a fabulous job.
And it all starts with Marshall Chapin, doesn't it?
He has really taken on the role as the head of the umpires, and he has recruited a lot of captains in all the different regions around the country where the tournaments are played, and he's really
30-40.
growing the base of umpires.
Great forehand there from Shea. Takes him to break point. There we go. That's the Amy Shea forehand.
You see, she moved in a little bit closer.
Game, Shea Sutter. Game score is 4 games to 2.
And again, this is what Amy Shea does so well. This
Amy
is
Shea to
her speed of play. She is able to dictate. And you can see Rudesno and Elliott moving around, keeping their energy going.
Amy's just looking for that nick on the deuce court every time. Really a completely different over than you normally see her hit.
I'd say from last year, I see an improvement in Sutter's volley.
15 love.
She's managing the pace. She's absorbing the pace, and she's not trying to redirect the ball. She's just sending those volleys back straight and deep and slow.
30 love. 40 love.
You can feel it, Mark. You can, right?
Yeah, the match is kind of
speed
swinging
play.
right here.
Yeah, it's all about the speed of play. This is.
Shea has Sutter's shift into
Yep.
modified eye, would you say, Jerry?
Yeah. Yeah. Where are we going
That'd be
here?
like half eye? Great eye.
Game, Shea
Or great
Sutter.
half eye.
And you can't,
Elliott
you know,
Rudesno
it's
lead the
like, what
second set
happened?
4 games to 3. Macy Elliott to serve.
All right, we get another look at Macy Elliott serve. Or serves.
Serves.
Yep. Takes a lot of guts to change your serve and to mix it up during a match.
Great lob there from Shea, sets it up. Oh, Sutter had the court, right shot.
15 love.
she did.
Just doesn't execute.
Just needed to step in a little more. Nice pressure.
30
Too bad
love.
she missed it. That was nice return of serve by Shea. She kept it low. They got the volley they were looking for.
Perfect.
Forty love.
Great hands there from Sutter. Great escape. Gil Williamson over Murphy Bruce, 6'3", 6'2". They move into the semis. Just waiting on the Andrekovic Spiz Morgan Tunaru match. Try and get a score for that for you.
That's an interesting matchup, Mark. Andrekovic Spiz, I don't believe they've played together before.
No, not that I know of.
And of course, Morgan Tenuro were a pickup team last year in, was it Detroit?
Indy.
Oh, Indy.
Indy, one Indy.
Yeah. So they've played a couple of tournaments together since then.
Alice Sonaro's been looking for a full-time partner. She was going to play a little bit with Roxy and Ika and form the only all-Romanian team on tour. But Roxy's been struggling with some injuries. Oh, great job.
Yeah, Sutter's really has improved her volley.
That's a great point right there.
Now the score update on
40-15.
Spiz.
Wow.
2 and
over
1.
Morgan Tenoro. Thought that was going to be a close match. That's a well spotted ball from Amy
nice.
Shea.
Yeah, nice get by Elliott.
Great lob from Rudesno. They kind of looked at each other.
Whoa! She's gonna
Yours,
get
mine?
caught. Yes.
Switching back. And their customary sides.
Good point.
Amy Shea's got her teeth in this match right now, Jerry, doesn't she?
Yeah.
40-30.
Big point right here in the match, Jerry.
You can feel it, Mark.
Oh, Macy Elliott beat you with the hard overhead. Looked like Amy Shea was going to move out of the way of the ball, and her whole body was going to move out of the way. But
Elliott
in the last
Rudesno.
second, her right
Elliott
hand decided
Rudesno lead
otherwise.
the second set, 5-3.
And Rudesno,
I think
Elliott
they have
just
it if you want a
got
new
that
ball.
short lob and was able to really step in.
Okay.
Jolene Sutter to
Julian
serve.
Sutter will serve to stay in the match.
Yeah, Amy Shea's point of contact on her overhead is higher than she normally does. She normally lets that ball drop a little bit more and cut the ball.
That's definitely a new look overhead for her.
Yeah,
We've seen that low cutter for so many years.
right. I mean, she can get it like in the last foot of the court and hit the snowboard.
Oh, great reaction from Macy Elliott. She was in all sorts of trouble there.
She's going for the nick on those short balls. Sutter's overheads are landing shorter in the court. So that's allowing,
Oh, Elliott lets that
miscommunication
through,
there.
and Rudesno's not
15
ready
love.
for it.
When your overheads are landing near the service line, you give your opponents choices. They can hit it as a block lob and take time away from you. And the ball, if they let it go into the screen, the ball is higher in the screen, which gives you choices there. But I do see a big improvement in Sutter's game.
Return there.
15-all.
Rudesno's favorite shot, that returner serve. She hits that ball down. Doesn't thump it, but she places it really well. Nice placement and nice speed on that overhead. Didn't give Shea a chance to
15-30.
dig it out.
Points for the match.
The 2020 national champions are showing some form, Mark.
Nice to see.
Yeah.
That was such a great run they had at Darien with all those people chanting for Macy and Marcella.
God. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an environment quite as exciting as that year.
Well, when we had dinner last week, Jerry.
I'm talking about paddle.
Oh, sorry. Great roller there.
30-all.
Nice.
I don't know if it lost that ball in the sun or hit the seam. Totally unprepared for it.
The middle was wide open. I love the off-pace mix-up of speeds that Elliott is showing us here on the returner serve too. You can see, look at her footwork. She is really feeling the ball well right now.
great athlete. Close the net there.
Yeah, but she looks just so comfortable.
With Elliott, you know she's looking for that hard roller. She loves that overhead. Anytime you hit her a short one, that's the one she can go after.
Yeah, Shea and Sutter are denying them that opportunity by lobbing the ball, getting their feet out of the service box. So, nice.
Oh, great rip from Sutter. What a get.
Yeah.
Elliott is such a dynamic athlete.
There's nice rhythm off her screenplay, too. She doesn't panic. And she's really improved that. And I know at Nationals, the talk was, let's test her in the screens. They were so busy avoiding her backhand off the deck. But I see good rhythm, that high lob, switching back. Great transition.
Good athleticism. This is a terrific point, Jerry.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Elliott Rudesno so good, is they drive the ball from so many different places. They put so much pressure on you all the time. It takes us to
30-40.
match point.
And they were able to find that forehand volley of Sutter right there, even though Sutter had really handled a lot of forehand volleys.
And there it is, game, set, match. Elliott Rudesno, 7-5, 6-3.
There were some tough points in there, Mark. I mean, this is, we're early in the season, so not a lot of match play out of these guys, but I liked what we saw.
Great to watch. Good game. Darren, yeah. Like Darian, but Darren.
Yeah, good early season paddle. This was clearly the highest level we saw anybody playing.
Yeah, so we're going to be back tomorrow morning at 9 for the women's semifinals, and we're waiting. Let's see. So we've got Andrekova Spiz through.
Against Gio Williamson.
Gio Williamson. So Gio Williamson we haven't seen this year. So Gio out of Pittsburgh, Williamson out of the Philly area. They had some success last year. We saw them also at Indy.
Made the finals there.
Yeah, it was kind of a struggle of a season for all the teams to play
and
a
the
lot.
Commentators. And the commentators.
It was a struggle. It's always a struggle for the commentators. But we're happy that we're up and going today. We're happy that we can bring you these matches. And so
Jerry?
we're going to be, actually, we're going to have both courts. What?
Viking used one ball to rule them all. One ball is constantly chosen for the sport's highest tournaments, league play, social events, and weekend outings. Viking. For the last 25 years, have remained the overwhelming choice. Viking, unleash the warrior in you. The official ball of the APTA, of the APTA National Championships and President's Cup, and of course of the APTA Grand Prix Series. So what's our schedule tomorrow, Jerry?
So tomorrow we're kicking off at 9 Central Standard Time with the women's semifinals, and on one half we're going to have Harnish Sabori playing Elliott Rudesno. So that will be quite the battle. And as we were saying, Gio Williamson against the new pickup team, Andrekova Spiz. So we have two good matches going, and then we have the women's final at 12:30. And then we'll pick up the men's round of 16 and go into, we're going to be covering both quarters. I think also if you go onto the YouTube channel, we do have some IPTV cameras up showing the other courts. So it won't have commentary, but you'll be able to watch your favorite team and follow there. There's a look at the draw. So we've got the number one and the number 3 seeds playing each other, and the number 4 and the number 2 seeds. So
straight to 4. We have the top 8 seeds in the quarters and the top 4 seeds in the semis.
Right, and Mark, we might just want to mention this is a Grand Prix event. This is our first Grand Prix, so this tournament is worth double the points. So there's 1,000 points here on the line that these players are chasing. And I think you spoke about it earlier. They're for the APTA Cup, where they're all going to get a bonus. There's $40,000 prize money on top of the prize money that's in these tournaments. So there's a lot riding on the line. You can see we're getting some creative shots with all the players on the court. That's another thing. Chicago just really socially, there'll be a barbecue outside, all the players in there hanging out, and it's just great to get the season up, and I am thrilled that, Mark, we were finally able to get on and commentate.
It was fun, Jerry, as it always is.
I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Bright and early.
All right, that's a wrap from our first day at the Chicago Charities, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.